There are obviously places where young people have come for hundreds of years to spend some time studying with teachers. My own university, University of Cambridge here, has been doing this for over 800 years. Oxford has been doing it for over 1,000. And what is it that they should expect to get? Well, one thing obviously that they will learn when they're at university is practical learning. Universities are not ivory towers, they are where the latest knowledge of any subject that somebody will study is taught. And we would not be performing as universities if we did not result in our students leaving with the latest technical knowledge about their particular field. But there are three other things, I think, which are particularly important and which make universities different from school. The first is that if you come to a university, one of the things that your professors will try to teach you is that knowledge is man-made. It doesn't sit frozen in textbooks. It moves all the time. There are new arguments brought in, new discoveries, new fields of knowledge opened up. And that one of the things you have to learn as a student, if you're going to have complete mastery of your subject, is you have to know about all these different schools of thought. And you have to be fluent with them, as though you were fluent with a weapon or with a sword. You need to know how to cut through these different kind of schools, and you have to learn how to not only take in all this diversity of view about your subject, but also to reach your own opinions. Now that skill is something obviously you will learn about the subject that you are majoring in, but it is a skill, this fluency with knowledge, which is applicable in all sorts of fields for the whole of the rest of your career. So it is an essential part of what you learn at university. The second thing I think, which is why universities are called universities, is that they hold the universe of knowledge. And if you only study your subject at university, you are missing out on an enormous opportunity to discover other ways of thinking. Now obviously you will learn about logical, mathematical, engineering kind of ways of thinking, reductionist scientific thinking also. But there are many other ways of thinking. There is historical thinking, there is poetic thinking, there is artistic thinking, there is religious thinking, there are system thinking in social sciences. And these are all different ways of understanding subjects and thinking about things. And if you can spend some of your time, as students can spend some of their time whilst at university, actually dipping into these other kinds of ways, other kinds of forms of knowledge, as well as just the main piece that they'll learn while they're there, then they might start to get not just learning, but wisdom. And that is why universities have a particular role in the sense that they offer this universe of knowledge and wisdom to students to gain. And the third thing I think that I would add on top of the basic practical knowledge that you'll gain, students create their strongest friendships. When they have been at university, those are people with whom they build enormously strong friendships. And those friendships carry through their lives. They are the people who one asks to be one's best man or one's bridesmaids, the people that one asks to be godparents of your children, and who are there throughout your life and are an enormously important source of personal support. And that's something which I think all students have learned to treasure as their university friends above all else.